You're born in 1923 in some unremarkable patch of Michigan, into what looks like a perfectly average American household. Two older brothers built like they were assembled for roughhousing, a little sister trailing behind, a dad punching the clock at a factory, a mom working as a nurse, which basically means she runs the house with the authority of someone who's seen worse. Nothing glamorous, nothing tragic, just standard issue. And then your lungs decide to complicate things. At 4 years old, you're diagnosed with asthma, not the cute seasonal kind, the kind that turns recess into a spectator sport. While your brothers sprint across fields like future action heroes, you're parked on the sidelines trying not to sound like a broken accordion. Running? Risky. Basketball? Forget it. Keeping up with your brothers? Not happening. So you watch. You watch them get stronger, louder, more confident. Meanwhile, you're the skinny kid gripping an inhaler like it's top secret military equipment. School doesn't magically fix your reputation either. You're not terrible, but you're not impressive. Just there, breathing carefully, staying out of trouble, enduring the comparisons. People assume weakness is the whole story. What they don't see is what's forming underneath. Every time you're told to sit down, every time you're left out, every time someone decides you're not built for it, you build something else instead, not muscle, resolve. And then December 7th hits. One regular Sunday morning and suddenly the radio is screaming. Ships burning in Hawaii. Planes diving out of the sky. Pearl Harbor is under attack, and within hours the whole country feels like it just got slapped awake. The next day, Franklin Roosevelt is on the microphone telling America this is a day that will live in infamy. Congress votes. The papers print extra editions. And just like that, the United States is at war in World War II. You did not lose a brother that day. You did not lose a friend. But something inside you lights up anyway. All those years of being the kid who could not run fast enough, could not breathe deep enough, could not keep up. Suddenly, none of that feels small anymore. The country is angry, the factories are buzzing, your brothers are standing taller, and you are not about to sit this one out. So that same week, you and three guys from the factory punch out early, wipe the grease off your hands, and walk straight into a recruitment office. If there is going to be a war, you are going. The interviews are easy. The medical exam is not. Your three friends get turned away. Then the doctor looks at you. Any health issues? You shake your head. No. And just like that, you lie your way into the biggest war in human history. Training camp hits you like a brick to the chest. Day 1. They wake you up before the sun even thinks about rising. By breakfast, you have already run farther than you ever did as a kid. By lunch, your lungs feel like they are being scrubbed with sandpaper. And by night, you are lying on a bunk wondering if this was the dumbest decision of your life. Because here is the problem. You are not supposed to be here. Every drill is a gamble. Long runs, obstacle courses, endless push-ups, marching uphill with a pack that feels heavier than your entire childhood. The other recruits complain about sore legs. You are busy negotiating with your own lungs. When your chest tightens, you blame the dust. When you wheeze, you blame the cold air. When you cough at night, you bury your face in a pillow and pretend it is nothing. Asthma is a secret, and secrets in the army are dangerous. If anyone finds out, you are done, sent home, labeled unfit, weak, again. So you refuse to break. You run even when your vision blurs. You climb even when your breathing turns ragged. You outwork the guys who never had to fight for oxygen in the first place. They think you are skinny. They think you are quiet. They have no idea how hard you are pushing just to stand in formation. You lied to get here, and you are not quitting now. Basic training ends and now the Army starts handing out roles like it is sorting mail. Infantry, mechanics, radio operators. Real soldier jobs. The kind where you carry a rifle and charge forward. You wait for your name to land in one of those piles. Instead, it lands somewhere else. Medic. That is the word staring back at you from the assignment board. Medic. You did not lie about your lungs, grind through training, and nearly pass out on half those runs just to end up carrying bandages. You came here to fight, to prove something, to silence every person who ever thought you were too fragile. Now you are being told you are not combat material. You try to argue. You track down officers. You make your case. You insist you can handle a rifle just fine. Most of them barely look up from their paperwork. One of them finally tells you the truth. Your scores are not strong enough for frontline infantry. It is this or a ticket home. Go back to the factory, go back to the sidelines, or stay and become a medic. Your pride tells you to walk out. Your anger tells you to stay. So, you stay. 6 weeks of accelerated medical training slam into you like a freight train. Field dressings, tourniquets, emergency surgery basics. How to work while bullets snap overhead. How to keep someone breathing in the mud. And here's the part you did not expect. You are good at it. Calm when others freeze. Steady hands when things get messy. Quick decisions while everyone else hesitates. You may not be carrying the biggest weapon, but you are learning how to fight in a different way. You ship out to Europe sooner than you expected. Apparently being good at keeping people alive moves you up the list. By July 1943, your boots hit the ground in Sicily. The air is warm. The coastline almost looks like a vacation postcard. And then the shooting starts. There is no slow introduction to war, no dramatic speech. Just explosions ripping through the air and men dropping around you like someone kicked over a row of dominoes. For a second, you freeze. This is not the training field. This is louder, faster, bloodier. The noise alone feels like it could knock you down. Then someone grabs your shoulder. He is bleeding through his helmet, eyes wide, yelling for help. That word snaps you back into motion. You run toward the first wounded soldier you see. Chest wound, shallow breathing. You press bandages down, shout for support, try to hold everything together with shaking hands. He dies anyway. There is no time to process it. Another man is screaming about his leg. A grenade took most of it. You crawl through dirt and gunfire, wrap a tourniquet tight, drag him behind cover. A blast erupts nearby and throws you off your feet. Your ears ring. Your vision blurs. You get up. Because there are still men calling your name. You do not stop. That first day turns into the first night, and the first night turns into something that feels endless. Sicily is not a postcard anymore. It is smoke, fire, and men praying out loud. And somehow, in the middle of all of it, you find a rhythm. While others duck when bullets crack overhead, you move toward the sound. While some freeze at the sight of blood, your hands get steadier. Tourniquet, bandage, morphine, drag, repeat. Word spreads fast in a unit. Soldiers start looking for you when things go bad. They shout for you before they shout for an officer. Someone mutters that you must have a guardian angel. Someone else says maybe you are the angel. You hate that. You are not glowing. You are not fearless. Your heart is pounding every single time you step into open fire. But fear does not get a vote anymore. You work through artillery barrages. You crawl across open ground. You patch up Americans. You even treat enemy soldiers when they are bleeding out in front of you. You are not carrying a rifle into battle, but you are running straight into it. And somewhere between the chaos and the bodies, the skinny kid with weak lungs disappears. In his place stands the medic everyone hopes will show up before it is too late. Sicily does not end the war. It just proves you can survive it. Soon enough, you are shipped again. New orders, new coastline. This time, it is Normandy. Omaha Beach. The kind of place that looks brutal even in black and white photographs. Except you are not looking at photographs, you are in it. The landing craft door drops and the world explodes. Machine gun fire tears through the water. Men fall before they even reach the sand. The beach is chaos layered on top of chaos. You hit the ground running. There is no cover worth trusting. Just craters, metal obstacles, and bodies. You move from one to the next, flipping men over, checking pulses, dragging whoever is still breathing behind whatever steel or sand might stop a bullet. At some point, you realize something strange. You are not thinking anymore. You are reacting. Helmet stays on. Keep low. Stop the bleeding. Move again. You survive the first wave, then the next. Mostly because of luck. Partly because you have learned one rule that never fails. Never freeze. But when night finally comes and the guns quiet down, your body does something the battlefield never allowed. It shakes. Not from cold. from everything you saw and could not unsee. After Normandy, the war does not slow down, it just follows you. During the day, you are still the same medic. Fast, focused, reliable. When someone goes down, you move before anyone else does. Your hands still know exactly what to do. Pressure on the wound. Tighten the tourniquet. Keep him breathing. Get him out. But nights are different now. Sleep stops being rest. The moment you close your eyes, the beach comes back. The screams. The water turning dark. Faces of men you could not save staring at you like they are waiting for an explanation. You start waking up soaked in sweat. You hear explosions that are not there. Doors slamming make you flinch. Someone drops a metal cup and your heart slams against your ribs like you're back under fire. Your hands shake sometimes, just slightly. Enough for you to notice. You stop talking as much. You stare at nothing a little too long. A few guys ask if you are all right. You tell them you are fine. Of course you are fine. You are still doing the job, aren't you? But inside, something is cracking. You begin to understand a dangerous thought. Dying once might be easier than reliving this every night. And then the war asks for one more thing. You are crouched in the mud, tying off a tourniquet on a young private who keeps apologizing for bleeding on you when you see it happen. One of the few friends you have left jerks backward and drops hard. There is no time to think. You leave the half-stable patient with another medic and run. A machine gun is chewing up the field ahead. Dirt kicks up around your boots. Bullets snap past your ears. Every instinct says get down. Every lesson says wait. You do not wait. You reach your friend. The wound is bad. Too much blood. Not enough time. He tries to say something, but it comes out wet and broken. You slide an arm under him anyway and haul him up. You are halfway turned toward cover when it hits. A single rifle crack. Sharp, clean. The impact slams into your back like a hammer. Your legs give out instantly. You and your friend crash into the grass together. Breath leaves your body in a rush you cannot pull back in. Warmth spreads down your side. You know this feeling. You have seen it too many times on other men. This one is not survivable. For the first time in years, the noise fades, and everything becomes very still. You lie there on your back, staring up at a sky that looks almost peaceful. It is strange how normal the clouds seem. The battle is still raging somewhere beyond your fading hearing, but it feels far away now. Distant, muffled, like it belongs to someone else. Your body is heavy. Each breath is shallow and uneven. You have treated this kind of wound before. You know exactly what it means. There is no bargaining with it. No last-minute miracle. Faces start flashing through your mind. Your father coming home from the factory, tired but steady. Your mother in her nurse uniform, always in control. Your little sister's laugh. Even your brothers with those teasing grins that used to sting more than you let on. You almost smile. Because despite everything, you proved something. Not with a rifle. Not with medals. But with your hands. With every man you dragged to safety. Every wound you closed. Every life you gave a second chance. Somewhere behind you, another medic drops to his knees and presses down hard on your back. He is shouting, trying. You feel the pressure. Then you do not. Your final breath slips out quietly. The skinny kid who could barely run ends his story in the middle of a battlefield, having outrun every doubt that ever followed him.